everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Thunderbirds coming in at 8-1, going up against the Blues, who come in at 5-4.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Between the Chicago Blues and the Toronto Thunderbirds. First carry, he loses the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
No, check. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. The 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. They'll run forward with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Adoree Jackson on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Given 6 on the play. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Back up, Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
2nd down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back out comes the offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit!
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shifts by him. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 41-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Green, 39. No. Check. Here we go now. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be from 56 yards out. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Room to run inside the 40. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 34-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. They go play action. Mariota. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. And that three-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On the carry is Cook. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Let's go! Gun! No. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long here for Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big letdown there as this remains a tie game. Well, I tell you, I think by definition you won't get any closer to equaling the record than that.
Not at all. 64 yards, end over end. And I think he's going to come up about a half a revolution short. And that could really have bounced either way.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. No. Check. Patriot. Check 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now. Look at 56. Detroit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Go. All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. All right, now. Gone.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where
rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Got some room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
Now a run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Check. All right, now, look at 56. Look at
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Mariota now on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A huge play there in overtime. 52 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here at OT. They're going for it on 4th. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.